Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be taking a look at the loved and at the same time hated FV215B 183. Now, we're going to be sort of comparing this tank to the Jagdpanzer E100, which is going to be its direct competitor, but it's going to be much better than the FV215B in a lot of scenarios. So let's look at this tank in general. I mean, you have 3000 plus DPM, so 3076, which is not bad for such a slow hitter. The alpha with standard AP shells is 950. I mean, to be fair, that is a huge amount of alpha, and it's more than the Jagdpanzer E100. However, the Jag does have tungsten shells, making it a little bit more interesting in that regard. The alpha with, HESH shells is going to be 1210. While standard HE shells are going to be close to 1,400. So that's pretty important. I think you should also try and carry HE shells with you in the FV215B so you can actually HE tanks wherever you want, and you're still going to do a good amount of damage. So no need to always carry half HESH, half AP. Now, apart from that, this tank also has 38 kilometers, of speed forward, and backwards is 12, which is standard, but the power to weight ratio is 15.5, which is again much better than the Jagdpanzer E100. So the FV215B is going to be a little bit more mobile compared to the Jag, but still it's a TD, so if someone does come around you, you're still going to be pretty screwed. Now, the penetration on this thing is 300, which is colossal with just AP, but keep in mind you don't really have any gold shells because the gold shells are HESH, but they don't have increased penetration, they have increased alpha. So that's something important to keep in mind. Now, the worst thing about this tank is definitely going to be the weapon handling. The weapon handling sucks because you have really bad aim time and really bad dispersion. I mean, the Jagdpanzer just has much better numbers, 13 and 18% better in weapon handling for each parameter respectively, of course, making the Jag just a better tank overall and more comfortable to use. Because, I mean, you have 15.5 seconds of reload on the Jag, while you have, 18.5 on the Death Star. So if you do miss, you're low-key screwed, and it's going to be very, very painful. Overall, I don't really look at this tank as a purely competitive tank whatsoever, because it's just simply made for fun. You're supposed to have fun in this tank, nothing more, nothing less. I mean, if you're really trying to sweat for damage in this thing, then I don't know. It's not really going to work out too well, and it's going to be quite... you're going to be having a pretty bad day, because half of the shots you're going to miss, especially in a mid to long range engagement. And in close ranges, maybe you will hit someone, but then again, you don't have any armor to protect yourself. You're a huge barn with a turret that doesn't even rotate, fully, and therefore it's just going to be painful sometimes. And I feel like you should just enjoy this tank. Enjoy every moment with it. Enjoy the shot. If it misses, it's funny. If it hits, it's even more funny. So you should take it with a grain of a bit of salt like that. And you shouldn't try and sweat for win rate or average damage, because you're really not going to be getting that out of this tank. Like in the Russian server, I know a lot of people sort of get drunk and then they play this tank because it's fun. I don't recommend doing that, of course, but you can see what some people like to do with the FV215B. They pretty much go full-on beer mode with their friends. They platoon and they play this tank drunk. I mean, it's not the most fun thing. I would definitely not do it, but this is just what some people like to do in their free time, I guess. So tell me what you guys think about this really cool tank in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.